my fellow HHN obsessies, and welcome to the HHN Obsession podcast, where we talk about all things HHN and obsess together over this amazing event. I am your host, JJ. With me, as always, the co-ghost, James.
James the co-ghost. And you pointed out a belated birthday, but also ghost of the day. Happy birthday to JJ Abrams. Wrong
Aha!
JJ.
Got him.
Who's the other guy?
Yeah, who is this other guy? I don't know. Somebody that the community may know, may not know. Michael Aiello's birthday was yesterday. The king himself of Horror Nights.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see him on the celebrity list. Oops. Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday!
Belated. And then today to Helen Keller, Tobey Maguire, Chandler Riggs. Hey, we got him last year with Chandler Riggs. Drake Bell. And JJ Abrams. Like I said, JJ Abrams. Ghost of the day. Happy birthday.
Welcome to the final day of our spooky daily episode week of these daily original house announcements. If we get one today.
Yeah, this is a scary if, because they're going to drop the ball at the last minute. I mean, they could. Why not?
They very much could. We have a few more minutes. It is 10:30 Florida time right now. Here's the thing. Here's what everybody's talking about online right now. I think there is a strong possibility that yes, we will get the last original house, but there's a big rumor going around that there is going to be a double whammy announcement today. I don't know why they would do that. I don't know why they wouldn't put the original house that's going to be announced today on Tuesday, like, the empty day that they gave us.
Yeah, instead of one every day, on the Tuesday, they're going to put 0. You should put 2 on the Tuesday.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I didn't think of that. So the rumor or the spec that's going around is that WWE will also be announced today because tonight is a Wyatt 6 match.
Like, as the WWE program and the announcement, that's cool.
Exactly. Also, anytime that there is going to be an announcement in Hollywood, John Murdy, basically the Michael Aiello of the Hollywood HHN, he will tweet out, by the prickling of my thumbs, something this way comes. And he just did that about 15 minutes ago or so. So something is coming for Hollywood, whether that be one of their originals, whether it be the Poltergeist that they're only getting, or it could be the dual coast announcement of WWE, because we are both getting it. So again, it worries me that we're not going to get anything at 10:34. It's like, for some reason, they're not going to announce an original, and it's only going to be an IP today. We're going to see. We're going to see in just a few seconds, I think. Oh, we did get something.
Dang,
Okay.
dropped hot.
Yeah, so we did get an original house announcement, I think, because I don't think an IP would be announced this early. So I believe we did get our final original. If the second one happens today, I think we'll have to do a separate episode for it because it'll be too later in the day because of our schedules. But maybe there will be some time. We'll just see what time it drops. But for now, let's look at what we got, James. Okay, here we go. I'm not looking. Opening it up. Here we go. It is the last original house. Whoa. Oh, that is some cool artwork. Wait
Here
till
we
you
go with
see
that
this,
live.
dude. It's got a weird name. I guess it's Vikings. I guess it is a Vikings house, and it has like an actual like Viking name. Okay, it is called, man, let's see if this is pronounced right. Galkn? That's the name of it. Galkn Monsters of the North. We'll have to see if that's actually how you pronounce it, see what everybody's saying about it. But
Galkn?
Galkn Monsters of the North.
Galkn?
Check out this artwork.
Galkn? Oh, wait, weird. Galkn. Monsters of the North.
What a weird name to choose, but that artwork looks dope.
Is it like a banshee?
So the Twitter description says, in a remote northern village, a wicked being rises from the dead with a horde of monsters. Try to escape the belly of the beast. That doesn't give us too much, but what were you going to say?
So it's a horde controller, like Mega mind control. That's what I was saying about the underground thing, but that was a guess. This is some kind of I'm thinking like a Pied Piper, but zombies. It's not necessarily Vikings, right? I mean, it seems Nordic or
Yeah,
something.
I think I think the Viking thing was a little off. It is foreign for sure.
Have we had a cold house? This is a north house. Well, I mean, like of our scattered announcements this time, I don't know if there's any like.
Oh, you mean for this year? No, this would be the cold house of the year for sure.
All right, so we got some blue in the equation on the color wheel.
That's true, yeah. Interesting. And on this artwork, there's like this crazy looking like banshee woman demon thing that's like completely white palette, white hair, just white clothing, very pale, and her face is just demonic, screaming banshee type look. Her hair is all just kind of flowing in the wind. Her mouth is gaped open like she's screaming. Her eyes are white, and she's got some kind of antlers or tree branches coming out of her. So, oh wait. I think it is trees. She's got like roots growing around her chest. Weird.
I
She's
looked it
got
up. It is the Norse word for beast or no monster. It's the monster
the North word
Norse.
for monster. Oh, you're
It's
saying
Norse
Norse.
for like Nordic. Vikings.
Oh, okay, so it is Viking related.
Yeah, at least yeah, Norse. So yeah, got to
So yeah,
be Nordic.
okay, so I had never heard that word before, so I apologize to everybody. But good find. So it is related to Vikings. That's cool. Let me go to the blog website where the usual longer description is.
Dude, we're gonna turn a corner in that house. I don't know. We're gonna be like face to face with a 8 foot Galkn, and we're gonna be gawking at each other.
Oh god, here comes the puns with the names, ladies and gentlemen.
I think that's all I can do with that.
I forgot what you used last time, but it you could almost do the same thing. You're gulking your pants or something. Oh, Garaka. I'm
Ah,
Garaka my pants.
that is yeah, that's close. Karaka Galkin.
It
Hmm.
almost looks like a little bit like Garaka too. It's like a ripoff of Garaka on the.
It's his little brother or sister.
Before I read this longer description, just the artwork alone gets me excited for this house because this also looks like it could be a very beautiful house. It's going to be in one of the new tents, apparently. Hopefully, they actually use that space to their advantage. Apparently, last year they didn't use the space. They didn't use all of it, so I think this has really cool potential. So, in this on the blog post with the longer description, there's a kind of a more wider image of the artwork, and in the wider image, there's the northern lights above her. So again, I think this is going to be a very pretty house. So let me read this longer description here. In a remote northern village, a wicked being rises from the dead, bringing a horde of monsters and demons from ooh, monsters and demons from the fjords to wreak havoc on the townspeople. You'll feel icy, horned, winged, and wolfish fiends that gradually merge into one giant horror. Then you'll try to escape the belly of the beast.
Ooh,
I still don't quite know what we're going to see in this house, even by that longer one. But first of all, what is fjords? Fords. Is the J silent? FJORDS.
yeah, you said it. I think it's like a icy, like empty plain, isn't it? Like it's like a snowy field fjord.
Fjords.
Fjords. Okay. What is a fjord in English? A long, narrow, and deep inlet of the sea that is typically formed by glacial erosion and is bordered by steep cliffs or slopes.
So
Is
like
that
a valley. Sounds like you got stuck in it. How are you gonna climb out of a an icy bowl fjord? People probably die in theirs in those. But I'm hearing she's gonna like smush into other monsters, make a super monster. That's what I'm looking for. That was part of my guess for the last one, which I don't think is accurate. But this one sounds more. It
that's
sounds
so
closer to a gob of monsters.
That's so funny how you guess that, or you just kind of like were thinking of ideas for that, and then this comes in like the next day.
Yeah,
Very weird. But real quick, let me read this one. The word fjord comes from the Old Norse word fjordur, meaning to travel across or where one fares through. This makes sense as fjords are long, narrow inlets of the sea, often used for passage and transportation.
like a strait or a
Yeah, the word fjord has the same origin as the English words fair and ferry, a
cool.
boat used for transporting people or things across a body of water. Okay, so let me go back to this description here. In a remote northern village, a wicked being rises from the dead, bringing a horde of monsters and demons from the fjords to wreak havoc on the townspeople. So do they come from the water? You'll face icy, horned, winged, and wolfish fiends that gradually merge into one giant horror. That does sound like what you were saying, man. So, icy, horned, winged, and wolfish fiends, but that's all describing this woman in the artwork.
You know, when I was looking up Galkn, there was also like what's the Norse word for like beast and wolf. So wolf was also in there. I don't know what other words, but now I'm picturing instead of like Stranger Things, a glob of human flesh, I'm thinking like Beauty and the Beast. I'm thinking like Beast style. And he's half wildebeest, half all these different things. She could be just a big weird combo. If we got like a werewolf Beauty and the Beast looking ice monster, pretty neat with demon wings, and I think that's all the beast is missing is the wings. We got
Galkin
Galkin, which means
monster.
monster. Beast is deer or dire. Wolf, ulfer or varger, dire deer.
Galkin, a beast, a monster. In old poetry, weapons are called Hilfa Rander Galkin, the beast of shield and armor. There's hardly anything on this word. I don't even know how you found what you found, but it says Old Norse world stuff. So it's like there's barely anything of it. This is like pulling from some almost forgotten
Cool.
entities.
If we're playing with old words, there might be some real spirits around.
I don't really know what to talk about with this. This is a very big unknown here. All I could say is, yeah, I picture this is going to be a very cold house, and I believe the reason why the rumor came up on the maps that this was going to be a wintry house, I believe the reason is because they installed a crazy amount of AC units in one of the new tents.
Oh,
I think, if I remember correctly, this was like months ago, and that got the spec going that this is going to be a wintry house. And look, we got this.
and they were on it with the Vikings from forever ago. Good job.
And if we're going in this, Northic country, is Northic a word?
Nordic
Northern.
is the Norse whatever thing, and they're in the north, so I'm sure it's related.
Yeah, so this Nordic northern country where it's like always snowing probably, and it's always maybe it's always dark, kind of like Alaska or something. And
Hmm.
hey, we even got the northern lights in this image. So
Oh, sick.
it really shows that this house could be very scenic, hopefully, because remember Universal Monsters last year was in one of these tents. Not sure if it's the
Yes.
same one, but it was snowing when we first went in there, and that house wasn't a whole. It kind of lacked a little bit.
It was not the pretty house of the year.
It was not the pretty house of the year for sure. In fact, I don't think there was really a pretty house last year.
Hmm.
Maybe Ghostbusters, but eh.
And the pretty house is just one that gets more dedicated, like time to appearance, right? I mean, the bloody one obviously was the blood moon. There's like tons of effort. That's what we're talking about with pretty house, right? Is like the more effort.
Yeah, yeah, but just like overall, like just the color palette and the detail, like how it literally looks like you're walking through a set. Like it's almost real life looking. So I don't know. What do you think of the artwork? You haven't said much about the artwork.
Not tons to say here. I mean, the bulk of the effort is in a. Oh no, the bulk. Well, it looks like she's in the process of growing horns, so it doesn't look like she is going to have a
But
stable state.
zoom in on it, and it looks more like branches coming out of her head. And if you look on her chest, it almost looks like roots are wrapping around her.
Okay, so she's scooping up all the beasts and the trees. Should becoming part tree.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's like actually part of nature or something. Here's the wider one, and you can see what's around.
Is that her too, the wolf? Or is that
I don't
she's
know. I don't know what's up with that.
it's very intentional, it's her and the wolf. Maybe she starts as a wolf.
Okay, let me go online and see what everybody's talking about. Maybe we can have more to discuss with what people are talking about. Check this out. 2 years in a row, we got a cold house revealed on the exact same day. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire was also announced today last year.
What?
Last year was on a Thursday, so yeah, that makes sense.
Wow. Thursday or Bursday? Burr.
Thursday.
I didn't realize Chandler Riggs was accompanying the Ghostbusters last year. That's cool. He was the ghost of the day last year too.
Somebody also called out that it's very Garaka. It's gender swap Garaka. This looks good. Garaka is back, baby. Damn, Elsa isn't looking too good after Frozen 2.
Disney's been rough.
Ooh, so Jordan A. Hill, he's been kind of sharing these posts and then giving like a little like teaser or hype for it. But he's a video editor, animator, and designer for Universal Orlando Entertainment. He retweeted today's post, this Galkn haunted house, and he says, "We got a big old showstopper in here, and it's a beauty. One of those wow moments that makes HHN HHN." He's teasing that there is something crazy in here that's going to wow everybody. Like, what do you think that could be? Could it be maybe this banshee looking monster woman is giant, or maybe there is some kind of huge animatronic of her or something like.
Here's my weird guess. I don't know if they're doing something really involved. I'm something big, like you're saying, something giant,
Uh-huh.
and it's a combo slump of different beasts.
Yeah.
This is gonna be hard to do, but I don't know, some kind of combination of like a stilt walker with like
Oh.
puppeteers, like
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
undulating a globby.
I totally forgot about the glob thing that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
yeah,
know if it's
yeah.
gonna be like melty cheese, like Stranger Things style, or it's gonna be full on, functional beast, like Beauty and the Beast.
Or like I
Uh,
said yesterday in Walking Dead Dead City, where all the walkers are literally morphed into this ball blob thing in the sewers of New York or Manhattan.
that is very intriguing to me. Ah, is it one consciousness? I don't know what to expect with that though.
So is that what's happening here? Like the way they described it kind of sounds that way a little bit. You'll face all these fiends that gradually merge into one giant horror. So that could be the showstopper. That yeah, you are right. I believe that could be what he's talking about.
Dude, a super puppet.
Yeah, a super puppet or a super animatronic, or like you said, a stilt walker that has all these extra like
Yeah.
puppeteer or puppeted arms and heads and whatever have you.
If they need a helper silt walker, they can do like the horse costume style. You hug the waist, you bend down. They could
Uh
do that
huh.
with stilt walkers, just like a super tall giraffe monster, just in structure. But
What is interesting is this wolf that's on the artwork. Where does that come into play? Is
it's just
that gonna be?
photobombing.
Well, no, it's on there for a reason. Is that gonna be morphed into this monster? Is it gonna be this crazy wolf banshee creature? Oh, it does say icy horned winged. I don't know where the winged comes from, but it also says wolfish fiends. Icy horned winged and wolfish fiends.
Yeah, this one's weird. It's not hype, but it's like very intrigue heavy.
I'm
It's
kind of
intriguing.
hyped for this one. I'm hyped way more than yesterday's with this. And
I would say hyped, but I'm confused a little bit.
yeah, it's not giving us a whole lot, but just the artwork and knowing the setting and the premise and seeing this demon monster urban legend looking thing on the artwork, it does get me very hyped. Also, something I want to point out is that it's a little worrisome because all these original houses, a lot of the creative team has retweeted the post about the announcement and has said something good about it, except for yesterday's. I didn't see anything. I didn't see them
Mm.
hyping that one at all. And that's a little worrisome. I'm not saying that means anything, but I'm pointing that out there.
The
Uh,
silence is deafening.
Yeah, and we already got Jordan hyping it up at least, and he didn't do anything yesterday. So Legacy, he posted yesterday about yesterday's house and said that it is very cavern, cave, tunnel heavy. And that is something that I was worried about. It's going to be very
Yeah,
repetitive tunnel cave system. Like, are we getting any other, more detailed sets besides tunnels? So
yeah.
that's what
Variety of
worries me
texture
about
helps.
yesterday. Today, this has way more potential, I think. Not saying that yesterday's doesn't have potential. Like, that could surprise the hell out of us. Other houses have done that in the past before, so we'll see. Maybe they're staying silent because they want people to not know what they're getting themselves into once they enter the house.
Have they ever done like to the opening a mystery house? Like,
No. And people have kind of made that joke like what if it's just like we just show up to horror nights and we don't know anything? Like, why do we
I
need
was
spec
thinking that with
season?
one, but all of them? Dang, that's crazy. Well, why not experience it like a non fan? One of the casuals. Go there, be surprised. You point, you see it. It's like, what? That thing's here. That's pretty cool. That's what I do.
Okay, so Blood and Guts on Discord, they found where Old Norse was spoken. So this is what I was wondering, like what countries this comes from. So the inhabitants of Scandinavia, including Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, spoke Old Norse. So this is taking place within that specific region. So I like that. I don't think we've had anything like this before. Some kind of old myth, urban legend creature in kind of Norway, Sweden, Denmark area or Scandinavia. WWEG Barmy said, "I'm glad to see the AC on the tents actually meant something." Yeah, so I was right.
Yeah, it's not for nothing. Good. I wonder who got the full rainbow yet. All the houses they got not their assigned colors, but this one's blue. I don't know what the other ones were. Yesterday was brown, I guess. Dirt. Um,
Yeah, somebody was saying yesterday, somebody posted about that like the overall color palette of the event wasn't very colorful this year. But I
hmm.
feel like this would be the colorful house,
It's gonna
surprisingly,
help,
because the rumor was Vikings, and that didn't seem very colorful. But now looking at this, it's not technically really a Viking house. It's Viking related, but it's not a Viking house. I'll
right?
say.
Yeah, someone was close on their intel.
Yeah. So, out of all the houses so far, this is probably going to be the most colorful, I would say, especially with the Northern Lights if they actually put that effect in the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I don't know how, but cool. Holograms.
All right. So, that covers the final original house for HHN34. We made it through the week. We have all of our originals now. We know them. They're all very, very different. And they're all really, really great concepts. I really hope they put some money into this and really went into the detail of these sets like they normally do. It just last year got me so worried about this year. So I really hope that they go into detail. But a lot of the creative team is hyping most of these houses. So I'm ready to see them, man. I'm ready to experience this year and see what they got in store. I love the variety this year. It's looking very good.
And you're saying like that's a standout this year that they would back the houses? Like, did they not stand by them usually,
Yeah, they kind of did
or
for
like
for
less?
certain for certain ones. I don't know if I've seen this many get that attention. So we'll
Hmm.
see. We'll see. Before we go, I forgot to mention that yesterday they did another announcement, but it wasn't about a house. The Horror Unleashed all year long haunted attraction that Universal's doing in Vegas, they just announced that they're having another location in Chicago opening in 2027. So
There's pop-up shops everywhere. Cool.
Universal's taking over the whole country. They're overpowering Disney already, although they're smaller locations, but we're talking the Texas Kids Park, the Las Vegas all year long haunted house attraction, and then now we're getting one in Chicago. So
Mm.
they're taking over, man. Again, when with Epic opening, I think Disney is shaking in their boots. What's funny is yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, one of the big guys of Disney, of the Disney parks, was at Epic Universe looking around, and people were speculating that he was trying to get inspiration to, to
Wow.
I think somebody said that there's a villain's land coming to Disney in Florida, and that he
Hmm.
was walking around Dark Universe, looking at Dark Universe. So the villain's land for Disney would be kind of similar, I guess. So
Someone should have called him out, and he like scurries away. That's funny. Dang, stealing from just being there. It's funny.
yeah, I think they're nervous, although they're not saying it. They're
I
gonna try
respect
to
the
push
hustle.
stuff out.
No, because I like how Universal's doing it. You know, they got their main things and they're putting all the eggs in these baskets. But they're a couple times they're putting out little sampler eggs far
Mhm.
away for you to come later. They're getting the recognition.
Yep.
It's cool.
They're looking at a bigger scale here. Oh, also they had confirmed that Universal United Kingdom is also coming. They did that about a month or so ago. So, all right. On that note, thank you all so much for listening. We really hope you enjoyed all of our daily episodes. Let us know what you think about the original lineup this year, or the overall lineup, and what you think about what is this Garaka? What is this house?
I think it's
Gakken.
Galaka. It's Girl Laka.
What you think about Galkn Haunted House? Please give us a follow on our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, and Threads. And please, please, please give us a 5-star review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you enjoy our podcast. It would help us out a lot. And until next time,
Be excellent to each other.
and try not to gawk in your pants.
You're damn right. Just wait a while, giving you the hip at your face now. Wait a while, giving you the hip at your face now. Wait a while, giving you the hip at your face now. Wait a while, giving you the hip at your face now. Wait a while.
Hey everyone, just wanted to give a quick shout out to my good friend Zach Weber, who provided our intro and outro song, Heebie Jeebies. You can listen to the full version of Heebie Jeebies on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, or anywhere where you listen to your favorite music. Thanks for listening.